Okay, so tonight's choreography. Tonight's choreography comes to us from Felipe Braga, who is from Brazil, and he taught at Beantown the last time I was there, and he also did kind of a big deal weekend, which was fun. He has an interesting style, so it's not something that like I'm super good at, but he's super relaxed and super like just playful and fun, and so we're going to try to embrace that with this little routine. And once again, we have variations for beginners, and we have variations which are mostly coordination exercises for the more advanced people, because holy cow, some of these took me a couple days to really be able to get my body to do them. So the first thing we're going to do is boogie forward. And we've done boogie forward a bunch. We've done this kind of boogie forward, right, where we make a little semicircle with our foot and we brush forward as we're walking. We're going to take that and we're going to make it a little bit more linear. So we're going to do, it's almost just like you're walking. It's like you're strolling. But we're going to go step, step, just forward. No roundness to it, and it's just like you're kind of strolling along, and our arms are going to match it. We're going to swing our arms to the right, to the left. So towards the foot that is taking the step is the direction that your arms are going to swing. So right, left. So let's try it. It's going to start on 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. So just like our regular boogie forward. Let's try it. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. From here, you're going to go one more brush, and then step, step, step backwards. So right, left, right. Let's try to add that on to the boogies. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and step, step, brush, step, step, step. One more time. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The arms, if you want to add the arms, most of the variations are in the arms on this. You are going to, on the step, 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 you're going to do one of these where it's almost like, I think we did this for another routine recently. It's almost like you're, falling off of something. So when you get to all the way to the front, 8, 1, 2, 3, we take our arms all the way around. Just like that. Let's try and add that on if you like. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then guess what? We're going to do that same thing 3 more times. So 4 times total to make the phrase. So the second time around, you're going to start left, right, and then step, step, step with a left, right, left. Then you're back on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's try that all together, all 4 times in a row. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. I can't see you in your little boxes, but how is it going?
So easy this time. I can't believe it.
Yay! Good. Any questions in particular?
Is there a name for this? Is there a name for this?
I mean, it's really a boogie forward.
Okay.
The first part is a boogie forward, and then the step, step, step is just a step, step, step. Nothing
Okay,
fancy.
that's the name. Step, step, step.
Yeah, step, step, step. All right, let's try with music. This, again, the music too. Not something I would generally go for, but it's very jazzy. It's Illinois Jacquet. It's from the 30s. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll give you one more time. Five, six, seven. All right, let's move on to the next part. The next part, the feet, is what's the beginner part. When we add the arms, that's what's going to make it a little more challenging coordination-wise. So here's what we're going to do. We finished on the left. Whoops. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Our right leg is free. We're going to tap in, out, in. Wait a minute. Yeah. We tap and clap on the same time. You can add that later though. It helps me to remember. In, out, in, step is how it's going to go. The tap is actually on 8. So 8, 1, 2, 3. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Then the same thing on the other side. 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do that a bunch of times in a row. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tap, 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 step, tap, 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 step. The steps you change your weight. The taps you don't. Tap, 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 step, tap, 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 step, tap, 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 step, tap, 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 step. Let's try it a little bit faster. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, pretty simple, right? Do you have any questions about the footwork so far? No. Okay, so the first thing we're going to add is the clap. Every time you hit 8 or 4, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's the first tap in, if that helps you. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Beginners, if you want to add that clap, that would be a nice, like, kind of second step. And then I would hold it there because I think I'm not alone. This next part made my brain explode. Okay, and it looks so simple. It looks so simple. So here's what we're going to do. On the tap in, you're clapping. On the first out, you're going out with your left arm. Then you tap in. On the second out, on the weight change, you're going to throw your other hand out. And it's not like hit a pose. It's more like just swing it and swing it. So we're out and we're out. When I show you, if I'm a little stiff, it's just because we're going through it super slow. So again, we have clap out and out. And then on the other side, clap out and out. Clap out and out. Out and out. Out and out. out and out. Clap. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. How are your brains?
Broken.
So it's not just me that like felt a little uncoordinated.
It feels like the wrong hand goes out first.
Yeah, it does. But
So
from a dancer's perspective, this line is nicer than this line because it's one line, right? So like from a dancer way, it makes more sense, but it's coordination-wise, it's challenged. So advanced guys, since the footwork is pretty easy, you can work on that footwork. And just remember, it's the opposite hand from the foot that's going out that goes first. The other
What do you do with your other hand? You just like leave it like on your hip?
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of go with the other hand. I know you can't really see me when I'm doing this. So you can go kind of with it, like with the bent arm. Like that's what I think I would do. You're clapping in between. Clap and step. Out and out. Out and out. So it's just kind of hanging out or swinging with the other one if you're feeling especially jaunty. Okay, so that comes kind of fast and furious after the first nice and lazy walking forward step. So let's work on the transition between those two. The first thing in the second phrase is going to be your clap and your touch. So let's do the last one of these on the left. It'll be 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. I did the wrong arm. 5, 6, 7. All right, so let's start on the left with the boogie forward. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and 1 more. Yeah, and if like I said, if you're really feeling saucy, you can throw your hips in. Remember, this is from a guy from Brazil, so it's a little more hips in there than maybe we're used to doing. Any questions before we try the whole thing with music? No. Okay, let's give it a shot. Five, 6, 7. Last one. Tap it. Let's try a little slower. The 5, 6, 7. Tap it. Back up to tempo. The 5, 6, 7. Tap it. How's that going?
Mm,
No matter what I do with my arms, it feels awkward.
Yeah,
Like,
right. That's, yeah.
Funny.
Me too. For 2 full days, 48 hours. You know, I practice it here and there, and you know, whatever. And by the end, now I finally feel like it's normal and comfortable. I think we should do it a couple more times before we move on to the next thing. Since I think we're good on time. So let's try it a couple more times. We'll keep it at that speed. I think that was okay. Yeah, 5, 6, 7. Tap it. And once more. A 5, 6, 7. All right. Any questions before we move on, other than, you know, it feels weird. Nothing?
no question.
No? Okay. Is anybody nailing the arms? Don't be shy. Be bold. Be confident. I'm nailing the arms.
I'm nailing the beginner version of the arms.
Are you getting the clap? The clap, at least? 8 and 4?
Yeah,
Cool.
not the arm part.
Okay, one step at a time. All right, the next part, the beginner version, is a jazz square. So the jazz square is you cross over with your right, step back with your left, step to the side with your right, step forward with your left. So cross, side, back, front. Cross, back, side. I don't know what I said before. Cross, back, side, front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. Couple things. You want to make sure you keep your balance on every beat, even though you're only stepping on every other beat. So that's the first thing. Your arms are in opposition on this one. So just like before when we were walking, how your arms, when you step with your right, your arms are going to go to the right. And you step with your left. Is that right? Yes. So it's like your right arm is going forward when your left leg is going forward. But if you're thinking side to side, your arms are swinging towards the side of the foot that's stepping forward. So cross, back, side, front. Your right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. Sometimes we also add on the step back, we add a little lunge down. So like this onto your back leg with a straight front leg. If you have time to do it, you can try that. It would be 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The other thing we're going to add first for the beginners, if you want something extra, you can add the clap, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Another clap on 4. And it's just going to be 1 this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's your beginner version. The advanced version, you're only going to do the first 2 steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to do and 5 and 6, 7, 8. So 2 heels, heel, heel, step, step. It's going to be right, left, right, left. Right, left, right, left. Heel, heel, step, step. Heel, heel, step, step. Heel, heel, step, step. Heel, heel, step, step. The count, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. Let's add that on. Beginners, you can try it if you want, or you can just practice your jazz square. Keep practicing. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. Again, I forgot the clap. Let's do it again. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. One more time. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. From there, if you're doing a fancy version, you're going to kind of leap onto your right leg. So a leap in tap anyway is where you change your weight with a little air onto the other foot. So and 5 and 6, 7. And then 8 is just a step forward on your left. So 7, 8, so that you can be ready for 1 with your next jazz square. All right? Let's try 1 set of those, nice and slow. 5, 6, 5, 6, jazz square. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. Let's do it twice. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. All right. Let's do 4 times in a row. And once again, if you're doing the beginner version, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stick with your jazz square. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. And actually, the last one, you're not going to take that 8 because we're going to start the next thing on 8. So, questions?
That's fun.
What's that?
That's fun.
Mm.
The heels.
Yeah, it's
I have a question.
It's very Beantown 2018. I feel like between Rennie and Philippe, they were both doing this kind of stuff that year. Yeah, Brad, go ahead.
After the cross and the step back,
Yes,
is your weight on your back foot or your front foot?
back. So 1, 2, it's on my left. I clap, and then your right foot should be free for your heels. Does
Okay.
that make sense? So right foot, left, right, left, right, left. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Anything else? Good question. Okay. Then let's do music. Let's do the slower version since those heels. Again, little quick with the music. Okay. Five, 6, 7. Tap it. Alright, let's try that again. I'm gonna keep it slow, one more time. 5, 6, 7. Tap in. Jack square. Here we go. 5, 6, 7. Tap in. Jack square. Try again. 5, 6, 7. Tap in. Jack square. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7 All right. Quick check-in. How's it going?
Amazingly
Question.
well.
Say again?
Amazingly well.
Wow, good. Well, that's good to hear.
Not nailed, but amazing.
Okay. Any specific questions?
Nope.
No. Okay. You guys are speeding through this one. We're gonna have lots of time to practice because we only have one more section to go. Let's do it a couple more times before we move in, so we can before we move on. And since we have time, let's do it again, and then maybe we'll speed it up even faster. 5, 6, 7. Jazz square. All right. Let's move on to the next part. So the next thing we just did, you either just came out of your jazz square, in which you came out of your jazz square 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you're just doing the jazz squares and not the heels, you're going to touch on 7 instead of taking that step because we want our left leg to be free. And if you did the heels, you're just going to stop at the leap. So again, you have heel, heel, step, step, right leg, so that your left leg is free. We're going to do some foot drags on the diagonal. So we're going to go in front and drag, front and drag. So you guys are all acquainted with this by now. Step, drag, drag. And at the end, we're going to leave our left leg free because we're going to ball change on that foot. So left leg, eventually we're going to do that. I'm going to start on 8. So let me 8, 1, 2, 3. Let's try. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Again, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. And 4 is going to be your ball change. Ball change. So it's going to be left, right, and 4. So if we put that together, it's going to look like this. 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's try. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next, we're going to do what I know as a variation. It's almost like the tap version of crossovers during the shim sham, where we go, our weight's on our right, hop step across in front. So we're weights on our right, hop right, step on our left, crossing in front. And then instead of doing another hop step like we would in the shim sham, we're going to do hop step and then jump both feet together, changing directions to the other diagonal. So that was probably clear as mud. We just finished 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, da, da, and jump. What is the count, you ask? That's a good question. 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's 5 and 6, 7. Do nothing on 8. No, do 8. 8 is our next drag. 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 7. 5 and 7. It's much easier with these things if you just think of it as a rhythm. 8, 1, 2, 3, ba da, ba ba, ba. Let's try. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ga, ga, ba. Then we're going to do on the other side. Let's do it slow. 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ah, ah, ah. Let's try it both sides. I think when you hear this with the music, it's going to make more sense. I hope. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 5, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5 and 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 5, 5, 8, 1, 2, I can just tell. There's one of these every week where I can't figure out the counts. Do you guys have questions about that? Does it make any sense at all?
Yeah, what's the count?
What's the count on that?
Oh, you guys are such twerps.
We're
Okay.
not going to count. That one we're not going to count. Just do it.
Just do it. Okay. Let's do it one more time without music, with my awesome non-counts. Starting with our left foot on 8. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 5, 5, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 5, 5, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 5, 5, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 5, 5. Okay, so if you're doing the beginner version, that is it. And it's a hard beginner version, so it's probably a challenge if this is totally fresh for you. If this is not your first rodeo, again, the challenge is the arms. So the thing that Philippe does on this is totally, like I would say, do this maybe, like in the Big Apple, right? That would be a natural thing for me to do, but no. He goes like this. He has this like windmill arm with the back arm, so the opposite arm of the one that's dragging. And the other one is kind of following the foot a little bit, which makes like opposite sense to me, but it looks so natural when he does it. So we're gonna try it. So 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 5, 5. Opposite on the other side. Now it's your left arm. 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 5, 5. So if you want to give that a shot, again, it's like trying on a new style, like trying on a new pair of shoes. Maybe it's for you, maybe it's not, but it's fun to like try it on and see if it's something that can work for you or not. So let's try it. Whichever version you like. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 5, 5, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 5, 5. Let's try it one more time before music. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 5, 5, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 5, 5, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 7. Yeah. All right, quick check-in before we try music, and also water break. Anybody have any questions? How those arms feel? Is that someone's pulse monitor?
We're 5.
Is somebody having an EKG right now?
I have a question.
Good, yes.
Not related to the steps.
Okay.
There's somebody in the group chat named Mela, M-E-L-A-M.
Oh, do we have a crasher?
I think so.
Holy cow, let me see.
I got a message from somebody. They might be gone, but
Yeah, there's nobody in the group right now with that name.
okay. Well, all right.
Holy cow. Did they send you porn, Tanya?
No,
You can tell us.
the hi, where are you from message, which is
Oh, geez. They wanted to make porn with you. I'm sorry. Was that over the line?
no, that's fine.
Okay. Well, let me know. Let me know if it happens again.
Okay.
This class doesn't have a password. I may have to change it because I think that increases our security a little bit. I started this before they were like making everybody have passwords, but I may eventually have to change the link. So watch out for that if you don't look at
So
it.
will you email it? You'll email it to us?
Yeah, I'll email it, of course, and I'll change all the events and everything on Facebook, yeah. Okay. Disaster averted. Let's try the whole thing with music.
It's Tanya's fault. She looks so good and she's young.
I know. Of course they picked you, Tanya. Nobody's asking me where I'm from.
I could be your mother, Jen, so just be quiet.
All right, I'm muting you all. Let's try this with music. We'll do it slow first. Hold on. 5, 6, 7. Tap in. That's where. Good try. Clap, clap, clap. All right, that's so slow. We have to try this faster. 5, 6, 7. Tap it. That's where. Five, 6, 7, 8, 1. All right, so here's something I'd like to work on, which is the transition between the jazz square segment and the foot drag segment. So let's do the last one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. All right, let's try that. First time I'll do the basic version with just a plain jazz square. Second time I'll do the heels. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now I'll do it again with the heels version. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got the counts now. Did you catch that? 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do that one more time. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Let's see. Any other sticky places with transitions and stuff? No. All right, we're going to try it a couple more times then at full speed. And then maybe after that, we'll talk about some other things that we can practice for this routine, because that's the whole thing. You guys learn the whole thing like in record time. For once, we have time to practice it.
Now, Jen, my question is, because I'm a new dancer,
Mm-hmm.
When we get to a real dance floor, what
Yes.
do we as a beginner do? I mean, you're giving us all these, the Shim Sham was great last night because I was like, but what do I do with this little routine I just learned?
Yeah. Okay. So, let me sit down. Okay. So
No, we can
couple things.
finish. We can do this.
No,
You can
no,
talk
this
later.
is good. This is good because we can breathe for a second. So solo jazz is very much a part of Lindy Hop culture for a couple reasons. First of all, you can do solo jazz by yourself at a dance anytime, and that's totally like acceptable in the Lindy Hop community. Like you want to dance together. Sometimes a couple people will kind of be in a circle and they'll be all doing solo jazz moves on their own, just improvising. And you can mix these things up like puzzle pieces, just however you like. Whatever the music is making you feel like doing, that's what you do. And when we do these solo jazz, like normally the solo jazz is like the first 15 minutes of our group classes. And you kind of get, with each class, you get little new moves to put in your arsenal so that when you have, when you are solo dancing, you have a bunch of tools in your tool belt. That was a lot of metaphors mixed together. So that's one thing. You could dance by yourself. The second thing is Lindy Hop is improvisational as a partner dance as well. So when we're partner dancing, you can put little moves like this into your dancing with another person. There are little spaces where you can put stuff in. You can also do things where you break apart from your partner and you're both kind of doing your own thing for a minute before you reconnect and start partner dancing again. So it's multifaceted, the usefulness of solo jazz, but also just within Lindy Hop, doing routines as solo jazz dances like the Shim Sham, or just as a performance. It's totally a part of Lindy Hop just as much as partner dancing is. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
I like this better than ballroom dancing because I don't have a partner. It's very hard.
There you go.
With ballroom dancing, it's like, nah.
Yeah, they're not doing much these days. Okay, that was a nice little breather. Thank you for that, Donna.
You're welcome.
Let's go back and practice this with music a couple more times, and then we'll talk some more details. Here we go. things that if you're totally nailing the steps, you can think about a little bit more with like styling, extras. So the first thing I would say is what I mentioned at the beginning. When you watch Philippe do this, he's like super relaxed and chill and like, we're always talking in partner dancing about you have to relax your arms. Well, this is a perfect time to practice. So we're doing these moves like this. I want you to really like, just let your arms be super floppy and loose. Lots of times, as a default, we all carry a lot of tension in our arms and our whole body, but it's very obvious when we're dancing that it's in our arms. So sometimes we're like this, right? It's a little more stiff. I want you to just kind of pretend like you have no bones in your arms, and you're just like letting them be totally free and relaxed. You can do that on all of these moves, you know, like this thing. Really get those arms going. Just let them be super relaxed. That's the first thing. And maybe if you're really thinking about your feet right now, if you're really, just trying to nail down the steps, maybe you won't be able to do that right now, but something to think about for the future. Another thing I would say is, and this is probably for the beginners, but maybe also some of the more advanced folks, is watch where your head is. So lots of times when we're dancing, we tend to be looking kind of down on this angle. And I want you to think about bringing your head up and your shoulders back while you're dancing, so you can still have this down posture into the ground, and you can be very grounded if you're dancing. But think about looking up a little bit. First of all, it's nicer to look at when you're watching somebody dance, to see them looking like that. But the other thing is it changes your balance a little bit. And sometimes we really get, like I had one person, I'm not gonna name her, but she said her neck was hurting after class. And I was like, I watched her dance and she was all like down like this. And I said, well, why don't you try lifting your head up? If you're having neck pain, think about where your head is and try to just have good posture as you're dancing. So, okay, two things: relaxed arms that don't have any bones, and keeping your head up a little. Try not to look at your feet. Don't look at the floor. Just look up. All right. You guys have any questions about that? Suggestions? All right. Let's try it a couple more times. We'll think about those things a little bit. Here we go.
Hey, Jen,
Yes.
one quick question.
Yeah.
I had to step out for the foot drags, but like it's the opposite hand that goes first, and then you do like.
Yeah. So when you're dragging with your left, your right arm is doing this windmill thing, like swimming or something. Yeah. So 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 5, 7. And then it's when your right leg is dragging, your left arm is going to come from the back and over. So 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 5, 5.
Oh, okay. I was doing the
Yes.
opposite. All right.
Totally awkward and not what you would normally do.
I was doing opposition this way, so.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that's why it's a little different from what we're used to.
Okay, go ahead.
All
All
right.
set.
Okay.
I'm all set.
Let's try. bones. Tap it. Jasper. Good try.